Congressman Massie took to Twitter and said, instead of fining Democrats for waving flags, the House Sergeant of Arms just called and said, I will be fined $500 if I don't delete the video post. Mike Johnson really wants to memory hole this betrayal of America. Unbelievable, but sadly, all too believable. No doubt you have seen this video from this weekend on the House of Representatives. This is after they passed the funding for Ukraine, right? Exuberant cheers from the Democrats. Somebody passed out a bunch of Ukrainian flags. And after the vote, the Democrats, I almost said the Ukrainians, the Democrats all waved the Ukrainian flag on the floor. And boy, it's amazing how I first saw a still shot image of this, and I thought to myself, "Wow, it's amazing that the Parliament chamber in Kiev looks just like the House of Representatives in D.C." And then and I realized, no, this is the United States, and those are Democrats waving the flag of a foreign nation, telling the American people exactly what their priority is. And it ain't you, because I don't see Betsy Ross's Stars and Stripes being waved there. In fact, I've never seen those people wave an American flag on the floor. No doubt you have seen this, and no doubt you've been outraged, and no doubt you wanted some sort of penalty. Like, this can't be okay. There's got to be against the rules, right? It's got to be. Well, you'll be happy to know that the Sergeant of Arms for the House of Representatives finally has reached a decision on this, and they have, in fact, levied a fine over this display. But it's not against any of the Democrats waving the Ukrainian flag. No, the fine has been levied against Representative Thomas Massie, the man who recorded and then posted the video. I wish I were kidding. Congressman Massie took to Twitter and said, instead of fining Democrats for waving flags, the House Sergeant of Arms just called and said, I will be fined $500 if I don't delete the video post. Mike Johnson really wants to memory hole this betrayal of America. Unbelievable, but sadly, all too believable. Senator Mike Lee of Utah commented on it. Dems waved foreign flags, violating House decorum. No fine, no reaction. Representative Thomas Massie recorded it and released it to the public. He's threatened with a fine unless he deletes the video. Covering for Dems, punishing Republicans. Not what I expected from the GOP majority. Yeah, to say the least, Senator Lee. Now, this went around for about an hour or two yesterday, and people were expressing outrage. So Speaker Johnson, whether he knew about what the Sergeant of Arms did or not, we'll never know. But he got a hold of this and took to X as well, because that's where we have our conversations these days, on Elon Musk's X platform. He tweeted out, upon reviewing Representative Massie's tweet, our team reached out to the Sergeant at Arms. I do not agree with the assessment, and there will be no fine imposed on Representative Massie, which obviously is the right thing, but even that is kind of weak, isn't it? I mean, I don't agree with the assessment. There will be no fine imposed. How about instead, this is an outrage. I have no idea what he's doing. I didn't know anything about it, and of course there's no fine. In fact, we are going to fine $500 to each of the Democrats seen on this video waving the flag, because that's the problem. Isn't that more of what we should have heard here? Speaker Johnson, you wanted that gavel. You should really use the power that comes along with it. It should be easy to do. So why not just do that? See, here's the problem. The American people see what's going on our southern border. We see Congress making a lot of speeches about it, Republicans saying that it's an outrage and they want to fix it. You impeach Mayorkas and the Senate just dismisses it. And then you just drop the issue. And then when you bend over backwards to pass this funding for Ukraine that doesn't do anything for our border, and Democrats celebrate with the waving of the Ukrainian flag, it just appears as though our interests and our priorities aren't your interests and your priorities. And I'm no politician, right? But it seems to me that you should probably fix that impression. I learned this long ago in the world of communications and entertainment and broadcasting. It's not what you do or say or intend. It's what we hear and see and perceive. Your intentions may be fantastic. And you may say all the right things, and you may try to do the right thing. But if our perception is that you're constantly backburnering us and treating us like we're an afterthought, even worse, taking us and our support and our votes for granted, if that's what we perceive, it doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you've said. It doesn't matter what you believe and think and feel. If we perceive that, you need to fix that perception. Otherwise, it's over. I don't know how many times I will give a monologue like this, and we don't work with a script here. We just speak off the top of our head. We have our ideas, we have our beliefs, and we convey them to you. And that's what makes this more fun than like cable news where everything's on a teleprompter. And I can't tell you how many times I'll get an email or a comment from someone, I can't believe you said this. And I'll point them back to the spot on the, I mean, they can scroll back themselves and scrub back on the video and watch it. And I'll say, I didn't say that. I said this. But see, it doesn't matter what I say. It's what people hear. You see? And that's exactly what's going on in the House of Representatives right now. Everyone tells me that Speaker Johnson is a good man, and I have no reason to believe that he's not a good man. I'm sure he's a good man. But he's in the place where he is right now because Republican voters have entrusted him with the daunting responsibility to carry out what we want and we desire for our country, and to let us know that we are the first and foremost priority for him every single day. And I'm sorry, Speaker Johnson, but this right here does not support that idea. This right here gives us the perception that, in fact, we aren't the priority. Someone else is. Someone far away is. And even more so when the congressman who records it is threatened with a fine. And then the best you can do is, yeah, we don't think there should be a fine. It's okay. Instead of actually speak out vociferously. Forget about texting a little tweet from an intern. How about you put out a video saying, this is insane. Here's my friend Thomas Massie. He's with me right here. Well, that probably won't happen because Congressman Massie, of course, has joined in the motion to vacate the chair. So they're probably not hanging out together. But guess what? You could probably go a long way in persuading him if you actually acted with strength and determination. But instead, the American people saw that display. And then we saw this display. Did you see this? This is Congressman Bill Keating of Massachusetts. Right after this vote in the House, he flew to Ukraine. He flew to...
Hello, sir. Bill Keating from Massachusetts. And I have something that you're really going to like.
Yeah.
This is the official tally of the vote.
Yes, I see.
For the supplemental aid.
Yes.
And look at that vote. 73%.
Yes. Thank you so much. 73.
That's a good vote.
Good, very good. Thank you very much.
The Democrat congressman couldn't wait to get on a plane, fly to Kyiv, and give him a present. I mean, as if the $80 billion wasn't enough. I want you to have this. This is the tally of the vote. Who paid for that flight, by the way? Who pays for a congressman to fly to Ukraine for a photo op with a foreign leader? Maybe he should be flying here to thank us for the money. It is our money, isn't it? Well, the good news is Congressman Massie will not be fined for taking a video of Democrats waving the Ukrainian flag on the floor of the House of Representatives. The bad news is Democrats waved the flag of the Ukrainian country on the floor of the House of Representatives, and we're all supposed to be okay with that. Okay.